Now that camping season is right around the corner, the Department of Natural Resources has some tips they wanted to share with us when it comes to outdoor summer activities.
7 and 4's Alyssa Heron joins us live from the Carl T. Johnson Hunting and Fishing Center in Cadillac to show us how we can gear up for this summer. Good morning, Alyssa.
Good morning, Brennan and Melissa. Joining me this morning is interpreter Edward Shaw and Dennis Hewitt. He is the seasonal interpreter here. And first of all, you know, Dennis, if people are, Edward, if people are planning their trips to go camping this summer, what are some of the programs that they can expect to see?
Well, from Memorial Day to Labor Day, the state parks offers a variety of educational programs, but one of the best attended programs is our fishing programs. The hook, line, and sinker program is offered right around 65 state parks statewide, and it's a very good program to introduce families into fishing.
Okay, and when is this going to start?
From Memorial Day to Labor Day.
All right, well, thank you very much. We're going to turn it on over to Dennis now, and he's going to describe the actual program. So what can families expect to see when they come out?
Well, we're a full seasonal fishing program here. We've just finished up on our ice fishing and steelhead clinics, and we're going into our open water clinic. So at this particular time, we're going to start taking people over on the canal and showing them some techniques where they can actually start seeing strikes instead of pulling the line and say, oh, geez, they stole my worm again. And we're going to use a little bit different equipment, but it's very effective for kids to catch fish.
And show me that equipment. You were showing it to me earlier.
What we're using is just a very thin bobber, which has very little drag to it, so when a fish bites it, they can easily pull it down, or it will actually lift up out of water if a fish lifts up on it, allowing kids to be able to see the bite and actually catch a lot of fish. We had one kid last year catching a bluegill about every 30 seconds, so he was just having a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah. And, you know, this is fit for all ages because if they can't get in the water, if they're too young, you also have some games for on land.
Yes, we have that. We have fishing tournaments that we have here for kids about 2 to 3 times a year. We had an ice fishing tournament. We're going to have one on the canal. Plus, we have a private foundation, which is putting another kids tournament together this summer, and we're participating in that. So we're looking for a very fun year for the kids and families.
Okay, and really quick, you know, if people want to come out and start practicing right now, can they get equipment?
Yes, we offer equipment that they can come in and use the equipment, and they just return it when they're done, and we even provide bait for them.
Okay, and for this type of program this summer, they don't have to sign up, correct?
No, they don't have to sign up. We offer the hook, line, and sinker 3 times a week, and we're also introducing a specialty program once a week where we're going to probably be teaching like bass fishing 101 and cane pole, which we have a lot of cane poles, about 12 feet long, and it's really fun to play with them.
Wonderful. Well, thanks so much for joining us this morning. And coming up at 6:30, we're going to tell you how your family can start preparing for that summer camping trip. Reporting live in Wexford County, Alyssa Heron, 7 and 4 News.
Good morning, Alyssa.
Good morning, Brennan and Melissa. I am here with Park Manager Josh Pello. Thanks for joining us this morning. And now's the time that people need to start kind of planning for those summer activities. And a big thing up here in northern Michigan is camping. So tell me, how do people get started with that process?
Correct. Every Michigan State Park that offers camping, you can reserve a campsite 6 months in advance. So if you're looking at coming in during, the 4th of July-ish, some of those campsites may be already taken, and you can make those reservations through our 1-800 number or online at the michigan.gov website. And then also our alternative lodging across Michigan State Parks, lodges, cabins, etc., can be made 1 year in advance. Some of those also may be taken, so I'd recommend getting online or calling our 1-800 number to see if something's available if you're looking at, using the part of Memorial Day to Labor Day.
Okay, and if you're going to go camp at a state park, what are some of the things that people need?
The first thing you need is a recreation passport. And any motor vehicle that enters a Michigan State Park, a campground on state forest land, non-motorized trailhead is required to have the recreation passport on their vehicle. When people renew their license plates through the Secretary of State, the branch will ask you if you want to support Michigan State Parks or get the recreation passport, which puts a P on your license plate tab. If you forgot to do that or, they forgot to ask you, you can buy one on site, but it does make it a lot easier for us if you have it prior to coming in.
And this is helping the parks as well?
Correct. Recreation passport fees, camping fees, and use permit and concession fees is one of the 3 main revenue generating things for all of Michigan's 102 state parks.
Okay, and any improvements that people will see as they're out here camping this summer?
Across Michigan State Parks every year we have big capital outlay projects, but here locally at Mitchell State Park, last fall we started a stormwater construction project. This campground was built on a swamp between two lakes with a high water table, and the existing stormwater lines since 1950s and 60s have now collapsed, eroded, rusted shut, and so they will see open trench, pea-stone trenches with new piping that will allow the water to run into catch basins that are placed throughout the park at low areas, and that water will gravity feed to Lake Cadillac or the Clam Lake Canal, which will help eliminate flooding. It was a big safety issue here at the park, and that's how the money became available for this, because on any normal rain, this campground typically flooded.
Okay, well, thank you so much. And really quick, I want one tip for a camper if they're going out this season.
Don't move firewood. Buy locally, buy at the campground. Many campgrounds, state parks offer firewood for sale. So leave the firewood at home, buy it locally.
All right, well, thanks so much for joining us this morning. Once again, all of this information and more will be on our website at UpNorthLive.com. Reporting live in Wexford County, Alyssa Heron, 7-4 News.
Don't move that firewood. Buy it locally when you go out there. I'm a camper, so that's good advice to have. And
You're a camper?
I sure am.
Really?
Yes.
Like in a tent?
I can make a really good campfire.
I had no
I'm
idea.
gonna have to show you this. You'd be impressed. Oh yeah.
I went camping once when I was a Boy Scout. I'm not doing it again.
Well, at least if you do decide to do it, all those tips are right there.
I'll go with you, I suppose.
There you go.